All right. Are we going? We're going. All right. How you doing? Oh man, what a day. Yeah, I wake up and I just kind of stare at the chart. I try to not have any opinion of what's going to happen. I try to keep open as I can and keep what I want or keep what's in front of me in front of me. And so this morning when I was checking out the market, the overnights, what happened yesterday, I just kind of sat back and drew that. And that's kind of where I was sitting with this. You know, how do you make money in that whole thing, right? I mean, we can, you know, these runs up, pretty good, pretty easy money. But this is the benefit of having these zones, because then you know where, you know, you may want to get out there if you bought down here. You may want to get out here if you sold up here. You know, it's the struggle that we all face when we're day trading. It's the real truth, you know. You're not always cranking out millions of dollars a day and going to the beach in the afternoon and surfing. That's what I want to do, but this is business, man. So I like to sit back, take my time. No one's awake right now, and I can get a clear idea of what has happened. You know, it's like there's two different markets here, right? We're just playing around. We're just talking. We're not doing anything. I'll show you my trade I did yesterday. Um, here in a minute. But I'm just trying to get a grasp of, you know, the last couple days. It's Wednesday today, and I don't think there's any really major news events, excuse me, going on. But I'm just trying to digest everything. And the market's a moving, living, breathing thing. And we got to respect it as that. Yeah, yeah. So what did I do yesterday? Um, it was around here somewhere when I started talking, started recording. And, you know, I had drawn up my zone there, drew up a zone here, probably did something like that. Then the market opened up. 6:30, price comes back down. I mean, and because I look for this stuff all day, you can see it right there, right? How cool is that? There's your trade, man. Look at that. 10 ticks right into the kill zone or the pressure cooker. That's beautiful. I typically don't trade in the first half hour. I just don't do it. And look, there's another one there. See, price just folds back into itself. Really nice and pretty. I'm just drawing this out. So yeah, I drew this out here. And I just, I was waiting for this thing to kind of pop back up into here. Actually, no, I wasn't. I take that back. I was waiting for this thing to go like this. I drew this shelf up, and I was hoping for a little pullback on that. So as 7 o'clock showed up here, I started looking for more of this stair step behavior. Up, down, up, down, up, down, go up, go up. Didn't go up. Right. So I'm waiting for the follow through to, big zoom bar, something that's going to push through and give us that clue. And then it took me a while to see it. I don't see this stuff right away. I kind of have a slow, methodical pulse about myself, and I was busy from here to here. So this didn't count for me. I was away from the computer. So I didn't see this. But there's another easy trade worth 12 ticks. Going right down into our zone. Easy money. That's two of them. That's two. That's two for you. So 645 to there. There's 10. There's 22. All right, we want 30 ticks a day. There's 22 of them. With a stop underneath the pivot. That's not 3 to 1, but it's 20 ticks. It's 10 ticks. So then, once I get back on my computer, I saw this. I saw this big bar. Like just, and this is the thing that you have to do, is you have to kind of put this puzzle together in so many pieces, right? You have your zones, you have your pullbacks, you have your wash. A wash is just price going up, comes back down, and carries on. I call that the wash. Price came back and washed it out and continued, or a swap or some, whatever you want to, however you want to do it. So I'm sitting there, and we can see it now, but I've seen this, it's kind of like a head and shoulders, and I'm not a big pattern trader, but you just see, I could see this. There were sellers here, and they got washed out, and they might want to sell again. So that jumped into my head. And so what I did yesterday to make my money is I was gone, I was gone, I was gone, I was gone, I was just in here somewhere. And I caught that trade right there, and I drew this up, and I had a couple different thoughts. I was like, wow, this could be, this could be it. This could be the, you know, I'm drawing this down here. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna kill it. It's 40 ticks. Yeah. Anybody else do that? Start daydreaming. When I daydream or start daydreaming, that should be my number one indicator that I need to stop. Because man, it chews me up. I give away more money daydreaming. So what I did was, as I entered here, I moved to break even. My initial stop was above this um, this bar. Oh, and I had switched over to candlesticks to get a clearer view of this. So you see that this impulse up and then in this impulse down, it cracked it. That's a great, it's another setup, but it's just another entry. Like this one here, you can see how that bar went down through the top of this pivot and gave us a couple of retests, and so that then I moved my stop, moved my stop, moved my stop, moved my stop, and then I thought about this, man. I thought about it. I was like, price might land in this zone and then turn back. And sure enough, it popped up like that. And I got out like right in here. It was just a dumb. I mean, it was 2 ticks, big deal. But it's just a reminder that, price isn't going to go forever. Price isn't going to always do what it, I wanted this. I wanted this. Drop, 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 drop. Then out. And getting out on a pullback's not a bad idea. It's just the market's taking you out. And that's when you can get good runs and stuff like that. So I was hoping there. Somebody could look at this as an entry too. But if your stop is up there, you got popped. So it's good to wait for that turn to happen. But my point is that, I could have doubled it. Yeah, no big deal. Whatever. It's just a trade. Just a trade. So then I got my money out and I went on I sat back and I watched and I saw this pull up into here and that's when I started thinking that this somewhere in here I was like, this could come back to here. It could come back to here. And having a bias sometimes it it holds you to that. It holds you to that. So when this started coming back up here, yeah, I thought about it up here. Maybe I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's, I still wanted the short. So I was just hesitant. The impulse was down. Although I didn't have my basic setup, I started thinking about this, and then it's 10 o'clock, and from other videos, I really don't like to trade after 10. Market just gets weird. the market's going to give you so many opportunities, give me so many opportunities a day to make money, and I don't want to force that. I've done that in the past and lost money. You know, if I was gonna, let's say I bought it here off of this impulse, and then I just followed the market up, I would have worked really hard to get it to here, and then it pulled back in here, and pulled back in here, pulled back down, and then it started pulling off, right? So then my bias is confirmed with that right there. And see, this is a textbook entry. Price goes down, breaks this shelf, and then there's the retest. And had I been, and the other thing about like trading into this time frame, see, it would have come right into this zone. As if I'm wrong, it's 12 o'clock. And then I got to figure out what to do. Like I just don't want to give it back. So it's just one of the things that I've done. But there's another textbook one there. And then you could argue that this is, it breaks this one here, comes back up, gives you, this could be your retest here. And then, of course, I woke up this morning and Shazam, right to it. And then I noticed these things. This is my spot. And as much as I think the market is going to go down, I can't use that as my guide. I have to keep what's in front of me as my guide. And maybe you make less money, maybe you make more, who knows. But I can see price doing a couple different things, coming down here, continue up. Continue down here, something like that. You don't know. You just don't know. So that's why you got to be consistent with what you're doing and disciplined enough to not chase things all over the place. So you're not getting chewed up, because it takes energy, effort, and it takes persistence. And right there, that was it, man. Yeah, I love it. I love seeing my ideas kind of work out. This one gave you two. You had a pull back there and a pull back there for two shots of this thing. One thing I was going to pull up is that today's Wednesday. Core PPI, retail sales. So there's a report coming up at 5:30, which is a half an hour. That'll do some things. Some business inventories are coming up tomorrow. We don't have a whole lot. Friday, there's nothing. So check with your news. News report will be like this. This was inflation, 5:30. You can see that, grabbed it, pulled it back, it's off. So you just want to be aware of that. Other than that, man, excuse me. maybe the other thing I was thinking about is just when you're trading these, these things are 10 ticks, uh, 13 ticks, 19 ticks. That's not a bad one. 16, I should say. Keep that in the back of your mind. Keep these zones in the back of your mind. Um, you know, if you're going to get into, uh, a trade here, know that that's 15 ticks. That's 12 ticks. When you're up here, you may want to just take your money and run, because you're not going to go. Maybe you squeeze some more out of that. I don't know, but you're not going to end up here. That's more of a message for me than it is for you, because I was pretty sure that my dinky little trade here was going to end up down here for 40 ticks, and that mindset, although I made some money, I didn't get out when I should have. And we're here to make money, man. So get after it. All right, go have fun.